Hello everybody, and welcome to today's installment of What Do You Know Wednesdays. Today, I'll be walking you through the secret to unlocking 280 characters for your PPC ads. Currently, AdWords states that your ad headlines can show up to 25 characters, whereas your description can show up to 70 total characters or 35 characters per line. And finally, your display URLs can show up to 35 characters. But for the purpose of today's lesson, we'll mainly be concerned with the 70 character total that we can find in the description lines. So I'm stuck at 70 characters for my ad descriptions, but you say that there's a way to add more? The answer to that is yes, and the secret lends itself to Sitelinks. Here's how. With Sitelinks, these essentially allow for up to 10 links that can show below your PPC ads. However, search ads typically tend to show with 2, 4, or 6 links rather than 10. Furthermore, each site link can have up to 35 characters of text, so at the end of the day, this leaves us with roughly 280 characters of descriptive ad text to use at our disposal. So, 70 characters or 280 characters? That is the question. Here we have an example of a traditional 70 character PPC ad description. You'll notice that they mention sport water bottles with your logo, 10% off site-wide, shop now. So here, on the other hand, we have a PPC ad that utilizes Sitelinks to gain up to 280 total characters for their descriptions, and they do this through Sitelinks. You'll notice that Zappos mentions men's boat shoes, men's running shoes, men's loafers, so obviously different types of shoes that could point users to more specific pages. Now, on the other hand, even if you don't have a bunch of different links to send your users to, you can also highlight additional product benefits, product pricing, the products themselves, even special offers and promotions revolving around your brand that can also help your ad considerably from a performance standpoint. So Google states that for Sitelinks to show, your ad should have one of the top positions above the Google search results. Okay. Next, your ad should have a very high quality score. Okay. And finally, your site link URLs must direct customers to pages that are relevant to your product or service. So, I highlighted this for a reason, and the reason being that nowhere here does it state that your site links need to point to separate URLs. Rather, you could create additional product benefits, prices, everything we just finished talking about. You can highlight that using your site links, and you can actually point them to the same URL. So a few things to consider. We'll start with the cons. First, this should probably be used as a standalone strategy for your site links. Now, typically, these are used to point users to more specific landing pages. However, a strategy that I've been using with a few of my clients recently is focus more on the additional product information, benefits, pricing that we can include in those site links, all while pointing to the same URL, since they don't have multiple landing pages to take advantage of. Secondly, you won't always get all of your site links to show. Now, I say this because you're able to enter up to 10 in the Google interface. However, you can expect your ads to show with anywhere from 2 to 6 site links underneath your ads. So, the pros. Essentially, this enables up to 210 additional characters of ad text. Now, this is not including the 70 that come with your standard ad descriptions line 1 and 2. Secondly, this is a great way to highlight additional products, benefits, pricing, as we've been talking about during this whole presentation. You can also take up more real estate on the search engine results pages using this tactic as well. And finally, you can send users to a single or multiple URLs. So here are a few resources for you to take advantage of in case you're curious. Questions, comments? Feel free to leave any in the comments section below. I would love to hear them. Thank you and have a great day.